Hey, Fine Manish. How are you? Good morning to you. My little sack water. Doop, doop, doop. Yes, I am thirsty. Nights in Egypt. Happy Sunday. All right, got the palate quenched, and I just closed the book. My list is very short today. Very short. I lost it. Uh-huh. All right. Y'all ready for the new week? Does it sound okay? Because the fan is pointing straight at me. We are about to be coming out of our rainy season and it's about to heat all the way back up. So I had to run down to the store real quick. And so I'm a little warm. Virginie, hey, how have you been? Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, you know how I do it. I'm gonna get it started here in a minute. Sounds good. All right. Yeah. Hopefully you all saw my community tab and there was a video on there and it made a lot of sense. So um that's what I want to discuss today. Y'all know I haven't even put any effort into it of how to share stuff on my screen while I'm on live. Yeah, so y'all just get me. Yes. I have been having some technology issues. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So we're gonna have another shift in the atmosphere. Um, yeah, I think this past it's been going on for the past few weeks. Then something else had jumped off a couple of weeks ago, and then so last week I had to get my mind right. Get my mind right, and I was like, yeah, take your own advice. So that's what I had to do. I had to pull it together. Sometimes we can give people really great advice, and sometimes we need to pump our brakes and take that advice. So, yeah, so welcome um, to everyone that's in here. And I'm fixing to go ahead and get it started. If you did not see the video in my community tab. Once I'm done with this live video and I can do edits on it, I will ooh, put a little thingy up there to go see this video. I believe the girl's name is Ivy. What is her name? Ivy something. Shame on me. She does these little short videos. She's African and she's an African advocate, to try to give people awareness, which is totally fine. It might start spinning because I'm trying to go on my community tab and see Ivy Anita. And it was, let me see, I can do a banner. Why didn't Africans know what African Americans go through, have gone through, went through? And so, curiosity got the best of me. I watch this girl's videos anyway sometimes. So I went ahead and watched this video, and it was quite interesting. Because there's this whole African Americans, to me, against the world. It's like Tupac against the world, but African Americans against the world. Traveling to a few places that I've traveled to, it's like nowhere we can go do people just accept us for who we are, like it was our fault. But, even when I tutor, a lot of my students are from the Middle East and from Asia, and they ask the same questions. And some of them, are people enough to admit, well, the only thing that we know about Africa is what we've seen on TV, basically, to feed the children commercials. And so I stopped getting the attitude about it because I was like, what, y'all just ignorant. So I had to get out of that thought process, because people, they really don't know. And so it's a two-way street. So the basis of this video was, why didn't Africans know what was going on to us in the United States? And I can't say in the Americas, because the Caribbean, depending on which island you were on, if you were doing that sugar cane in Jamaica or doing the salt in, I think it was Antigua or somewhere, they had it super duper bad. We all had it bad. All of us that were enslaved, we were mistreated. And I know, some people don't want to hear about it. Some people don't want to talk about it, but it is what it is. Hey, Silverback. And so this video touches on, this is one person's, well, two kind of technically. The young lady, she, you know what? I need to just type her name in because I forgot that quick. Let me make a banner because I honestly just forgot her name that quick. Yeah, I'm slow. I'm a little slow. Anita, Ivy Anita. Her name is, let's see, because I guess it won't let me do the little pop-up screen. I'm just gonna put her name. Show. All right. This is the channel. She has some really good stuff. And, basically the video is titled, Why Didn't Africans Know What African Americans go through? Yeah, go through in America. And so the young lady that spoke, she was from South Africa, because she share screen. I don't know how to do all that stuff, but she shared screen. Hey, Tanisha. And the young lady, her video, I don't know her name, but she was saying that, basically Africa didn't get TVs. They didn't have TVs until like the mid 80s. And so, you know how it is when something first gets somewhere, it's quite pricey. So she said a lot of African families didn't even get TVs until into the 90s. And so, and I'm sure, so if because I'm here, of course, on the continent, TV, they got satellite, everybody got satellite TV, but to me, it's still crappy because what is this stuff that y'all showing? Like here in the northern region, a lot of the stuff is like public broadcast, the government channels, stuff like that. You don't have like you have, and they have like some. Before when I was here, they had a channel that was showing these movies and shows from the United States. So basically, what she said is that when they did get TV and they were watching, they were getting our repeats of the Cosby Show, uh, music videos, everything, which, now get on that about the media and social media hype in a moment, but everything that they were watching about America showed, the Huxtables. Come on now, how many of y'all actually lived the Huxtable lifestyle? And so this is the mindset. So this is exactly what I'm dealing with in 2022, that they see you're American, you're rich, you're a Huxtable. Basically, that's what I ain't gonna start calling y'all N words. I'm gonna start calling y'all Huxtables. Y'all Huxtables, and you got it going on. You rich, and we're living the American dream. So yes, in their mind, they want to get over here and they want to live that dream as well, unbeknownst to them. This is just TV. This is a TV show. This is not even this isn't the majority reality in the African American communities. And so, you know, this is all that they see. So then we flip the script for Americans, Asians, whoever. They up in the middle of the night. And you know what happened when you up in the middle of the night? Feed the children. And I say that a lot because that's what they show you. And even outside of Americans, like in the early black and white movies, you had Tarzan, and he had all these little Africans running behind him with a loincloth on. And that's the next thing she said, you all think that we running around in Africa in a loincloth. Yes, because that's what they showed us. Tarzan, the ape man, that this white man came into Africa and he was Lord of the jungle. He was ruling over the animals and the Africans, a white man. We all love Tarzan. I didn't. Like, I've been special for a long time. So, Find My Niche, you said you lived in the projects. Yes. But see, this is the thing. We know the truth about the United States. I am from the suburbs of Detroit. So my first few siblings, they were born in Memphis, Tennessee. And if anybody anywhere know about Memphis today, throw up your signs, because Memphis is gangster. And it was kind of rough and tumble back then, but Memphis actually had a situation where they stood back in the day, stood up for themselves. And some things, it was some kind of, I think, almost like a pandemic that was going on, but the black people weren't getting infected, the white people were. And so they kind of took off from Memphis. In this day and age, Memphis is kind of rough. So my first few brothers was born in Memphis. The next couple of siblings was born in Detroit, Michigan. And then here's me. I was born in the suburbs. Okay. So it's like, okay, I was born out in the suburbs. And by the time it did get to me, yeah, we were okay. We were doing pretty well. I had a decent upbringing. Most of the people in my neighborhood had the same kind of upbringing. But I wasn't so jaded to know that that was the only way life could be, because just in other parts of town and some streets in my neighborhood, people didn't have it so great. So you see this reality. They don't get to see that. All they're being shown on TV is that we all are the Huxtables, that somebody made this TV show and it's based on something, So in come 2022, and I come to 2020, I come to Africa, and I'm wondering why are all these people think that I'm a freaking ATM machine? Why can't they get it? Because just like everybody else, they have been programmed to think that all Americans are rich. African Americans, let me state that for the record. I don't even know which, I don't even like African American, but all, as they call me here in Ghana, she's Black American. But Black people from in America are rich. And so once, when I first came here, I don't think it was a complaint. I was just peeping game at how things, because I was in the South then. I was in Accra, which is the capital. I came to Ghana twice in 2019. And so I was talking to a young lady. Her sister married a guy from the Ashanti region that he couldn't even speak no English. She's learning the language. And then her sister, I think she also married another guy from the Ashanti region, and they were coming here. And I was, I was talking to her and I was like, well, one of the things that I don't like is XYZ. And she was like, well, you have to look at it like this. The amount of money that you spent on a plane ticket to come here, a high majority of the people in this area don't even make that in a year. And I was like, wow, really? But if you come here and you see, you still don't see feed the children. You see people that are making a little bit of what we consider a little bit of money and making it work, making it, it doesn't look like it's hard. It doesn't look like life is hard for them. They're always smiling, always friendly. And so 2 points from that is another young lady did a video and she said, no matter how hard, how bad things are or a situation is, Africans will always smile and put on a front that everything is just hunky-dory. Now, she was from Nigeria. And I got a good chuckle out of that. She says she don't care what the condition or situation is. They will always have a smile on their face and look like they're happy and things are going on. But with that, what I also took from that, because I know, I'll get on him in a minute. Baba says, Amina, you need to control your anger. Okay, Amina is a freaking ticking time bomb because I tell them I'm American. Don't push my buttons because I will go the hell off. Real simple. So now I'm on this righteous path with Islam and I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better. So I don't have that sense of just smile, sit still, be quiet. I've always been like that, had an explosive attitude. And so this is something that I'm working on because I don't want to look like the odd man out over here. Okay, just real simple. So I had tried to get Baba to come on with me today and give his viewpoint of it. But over the course of a couple of weeks, we've been butting heads. So he said he's not coming. He said because he can do nothing but tell the truth. And when y'all get to asking questions, he got to tell the truth. So I don't know, he might not never come back on because if y'all ask him what happened and he gets to tell him our business, we're going to have some issues. But yeah, this is a thing. So it's so much. I wish Anita Golden, I'm sorry. I wish Golden, whatever, Golden Anita, if she was in here, because at one point in time, she was here on the continent and she was in a very similar situation. And I was trying to talk her down, try to keep her in Africa. Don't go back to America, change this, that, and the other. This is how things work over here. And the longer I stay, the more I start really, really understanding things. So in one aspect, it seems like, because this is a whole lifestyle change. This is not just adjust your attitude. This is a whole lifestyle change. So in one aspect, it's like a standing joke. I watch a lot of Nigerian and African reels, shorts and movies and everything, and they never see the parents being affectionate. You never see, even I had told her one time, I said, look around when you see these people, like in the United States, you don't really see people all holding hands and hugged up in public. Shit. Basically in the US, we putting on a soft porn show right out in public because we doing all that nastiness, kissing with the tongue and stuff. Miss me with that because I ain't with it. Stick your tongue in our mouth. We got some issues. But we are very public people. Everything goes on display. So this couple had been married for maybe like 40 years or so, kids grown or whatever. And they were sitting there and I caught it. He was like, do I love my wife? Absolutely, I love my wife. Does she love me? And she's like, yes. He said, but we don't put on display in public our affection because we don't want that influence over our children. We don't want them to see us rubbing on each other and kissing, and they start doing it before they're ready, before it's time for them to do it. He said they don't even teach sex ed in the schools. And I was like, what? So I had this conversation with another one of my students, and they were like, oh, yeah, we learned that like 12th grade or whatever. I don't know if I'm the odd man out. I went to the white school. It was like 6 Black people in this whole school, K through 6. We learned in 6th grade. Okay. And I get it. You learn in 6th grade because that's when we hit in puberty and going through changes in life. And they tell you, this is how babies are made. This is what's going to happen when you're a little girl. This is what's going to happen when you're a little boy. All this stuff. They try to keep it under wraps to contain carnal feelings. I guess that's what you can call it. It's a different way that things are done over here. And so with our struggles, I said all of that to say, with our struggles that we go through in the US, and it might just be me because I'm special. You know what I'm saying? Things get hard. Things not going your way. And I mean, case in point, I just went through it these past couple of weeks. And I'm just like, okay, got boiled up to the point to where I was in tears yesterday. So we got issues going on. Everything happening at the same time. And one of which was I did not make it out of town last weekend, and I did not do a live because my computer has been acting up. I didn't know what to do. Every weekend, it crashed on me. Like every weekend, my computer, I would get just about finished with my Saturday tutoring sessions because I try to be done by a certain time because of the crappy internet here. And I had like a minute left on my last student of last Saturday, and it blanked out on me and said site not available. So I've gone through this. This is my 3rd weekend in a row going through this. And I'm just like, I've had enough. You messing with my money. You messing with my money. And I don't know how else. So when something happens, yes, I'm going to lash out. I'm not going to take it out on myself like this other fool that just jumped out the window. I'm going to push your ass out the window. Okay. So you should know when to back up off of me. Now I'm going through, my attitude really stink, so I can't get the concept of, even in the hard times, keep smiling. That's hard to do for me. That's really hard for me to do, but I'm learning that. And while I'm learning that, let me just state for the record, don't think I'm no pushover because, I still got that. You have to understand, I'm a Marine through and through. So it's a thing. So I have to, when you see me get to the point where I can smile through it, just know that I am really fronting because I'm probably having internal bleeding from smiling through something that's got my blood boiling. But I'm trying to learn that concept because this is how it's done over here. Like, because I ain't gonna lie, me and Baba, we went head button, and he was like, Amina, come here. I don't want the neighbors saying they heard something and go and spread it all over town. And I was like, F them neighbors. You got the right one, baby. And a third party want to try me, they can get it too. And so I had to calm down because I had to tell myself, fool, you out here by yourself. But we're going to get behind these closed doors and it's going to go down. And he basically told me to listen to him and shut up. Okay, Papa, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I ain't with it. But yeah, so if that had been a situation in the United States, it would have been everybody sitting out on their porch looking. Because how many of y'all done heard y'all neighbors going at? My mom and daddy used to go and shoot. My mom and daddy used to light it up. They'd be arguing. And, my little neighbor, she come, oh, we heard your mom and daddy arguing. Yeah, so what? So, and when my daddy rested, so when he passed away, my parents had been married for 55 years. Yeah, they argue. I am my mama's twin. I am her duplicate. And so I tend to be a little about that life. So yeah, the things are done so differently over here. So they didn't know. Let me get back to my story because I didn't drifted off. They didn't know how we were being, how we still, they know it now because everybody knows now. Everybody want to know what's going on in the United States. I don't know. I live in Africa. But then, back then, the 80s, the 90s, the 60s, 18 till when they came and got us, 16, 19, till approximately the early 90s. No, they didn't really know what was going on with us because they didn't have the means to know what was going on. So some of y'all smarty pants, the internet came out in somewhere around the mid 90s. Because I know I've been on it since at least 1998, 99. Remember Prodigy? Get on my level. Dial up, net zero, all that good stuff. You have to be mindful. Some people say, oh, well, they don't care about us. It's not that. And even still now, yeah, you got BBC, you got Al Jazeera TV, you got CNN. But how much can you really get truthfully? How much truth can you really get? Because even if you go right now, this very minute, and Google, is Tanzania safe to travel to? And it'll say the United States has that country on level red alert due to robbery, rape, something. And I was like, what country was they in? Guns are illegal in that country. People, it's so hot in some areas. People don't even come out till 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. So they out walking up and down the street, shopping, doing whatever it is. It's music blasting. Everybody's doing everything. And a lot of the reason is too, the prison systems in these other countries, it's not Club Med like in the United States. Even if you in the state prison, you in the state prison asking for designer sneakers and clear TVs and all that ish, when you should just be in there serving your time and try to rehabilitate yourself so when you get out, you can do better. What the heck is that? You can do better. Over here, it's straight hard time. You might as well be on the chain gang or the rock crew making BFRs into LFRs, and my military people will know what that is. Silverback, quiet over there. You would know the story if your spouse would call me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, so we have to do better. So those of you that can, you need to, try to learn what you can and try to reach out and teach some people, because I know also there was I shared this video on my Facebook page that the woman says when they come from Africa to the United States, their parents then drilled in them to stay away from us, stay away from the African Americans. They say even the people in customs tell them to stay away from African Americans. And so why is that? Because we're going to spit some truth and give them the knowledge so that they can know just what we went through. It was like, yes, our people were stolen and put into slavery. We wasn't over here living the life. We was over here getting murdered, raped, and beat. Real simple. Okay, real simple. If you knew half the stuff that our ancestors, because they yours too, they Africans ancestors as well as our ancestors, what they went through, you would never look at. What y'all call that interracial stuff, whatever, bedwinching or whatever you call it. I don't know. You would never look at the opposite race in that way. Maybe you would because you're forgiven, and that's another trait of Black people. We're very forgiving. Not me. I'm sorry. Not me. It is what it is. And anyway, I just discriminate against light-skinned Black people because I love my man blue black. Anyway, yes. So, we went through a lot. We went through a lot. And I don't think that ignoring it will make it go away. So I decided to put this on my platform. Some people may be offended. Don't be offended. Just, don't, what they say, don't take it personal. Just take it. It is what it is. So we have to, I'm trying to, all sorts of stuff started running through my head at that moment, trying to enlighten people and try to show them. I'm still looking at people like, oh yeah, we going here, we going there. Y'all dancing all around this big old huge rich continent. It's ground rich. Okay. I got a good laugh because it is September. I am from Michigan. It's caramel apple season, y'all. And so I was watching a video trying to figure out how I can make me some caramel apples over here, how it can go down. And I was reminded, the man was like, oh yeah, if you're in the United States and he got this pretty Granny Smith apple and he got his knife. And I was like, well, what the hell? Scraping the wax off the apple. I was like, okay, yeah, let me just go over here to the Garden of Eden and pluck that apple off the tree and eat it just like that. Like, I can't make this stuff up. He said, or you can just dip it in some hot water and that'll melt the wax off. Really? Is it that much wax on an apple? I don't want any. Thank you. Yeah, so we have to stop pointing the finger at each other and point it at the rightful party that has us so screwed up, so brainwashed, so, just out for the count. I got one friend, I know he probably not on here. Some of my closest friends that I've known for years and years, they don't come and watch my live videos. And it's all good. It's cool. But I had the conversation and the conversation was angry. And I get it because I used to be this angry person. And he's like anti-religion and he's yelling and screaming. And when he got finished, I said, are you done? Now let's get it. Let's tell the truth, because he made a post on his page that all religion, all Africans, descendants, whatever, they get their religion from the people that enslaved them. And in some cases that may be true, but you can't say all. Some. And, people like, oh, you a Muslim now? Yes, I am. Because one, the true Christianity is over there in Ethiopia. They got it. That's that fight me on it. Go read a book. I'm just saying. 132 books, something like that. You got 66. You're missing the Apocrypha. Okay. I know how to read. And that was there. And you all do know that Ethiopia is the only country that has never been colonized. Okay, that's that, because they couldn't come run that white Jesus game on them because they already knew. Now I don't know what they over there doing now, but the rest of us on this continent, we practice our spirituality. We worship nature. The Messiah, they still believe in nature. You respect nature, nature will respect you. And then there's a big bulk of us that was Muslims. Hundreds of years before the Europeans came with a version of Christianity, we was Muslims. Debate me on it. King Mansa Musa, to this day, considered the wealthiest man in the world, from the kingdom of Mali. My people, he was a Muslim. His reign, you don't know, 1312 to 1325. Go check it. When did the white people show up over here? 16 what? 1619. Okay. Anyway, that's your history lesson for the day. Learn something. I try to learn something every day. So it is what it is. I'm gonna shut this down because what I want to do, I want to do something. I still got some money to bake. I gotta get it since I gotta go solicit my tutoring sessions. But anyway, so the next thing about that, so like I said, the thing is, if that is the legitimate excuse, it's legitimate to me that they didn't know, and we need to reach out. We need to help our brothers from here, and our brothers from here need to help us so we can get a better understanding. Because I promise you, if one more person say, "Oh, have you seen any wild animals?" Yeah, in your bedroom, y'all the wild animals, fool. Don't ask me stupid stuff, especially if you look like me, about Africa. But I get it. I understand. We don't know because all we see was Feed the Children. And then out of that, we see National Geographic. That's the most, I couldn't think of that name to save my life. We see National Geographic and we see the lions and the giraffes. Yeah, they got that. But they also got big cities with skyscrapers and businesses and what they call that, city transportation, and the metro bus, the metropolitan, the trains, all that stuff that just like you got. Because unfortunately, everybody is trying to mimic the Western world, even in Asia. You know, they're trying to get away from. They're like, oh, our government. Hey, don't talk about your government. Y'all don't really want to be like them people over there because they are in a downward spiral. All that free reign and free will and freedom of this and that and the other is wreaking havoc. That's all I'm gonna say about that because I'm over here chilling. Anyway, yeah, that's that one. And I just want to give a shout out, a kudos to Nigeria. Nigeria has passed a law, if you don't know, they will no longer be accepting foreigners of any kind to model in their campaigns, their ads, or whatever. They said they got enough talent in their own country to maintain, so they don't need your outside issues. Kudos to my people in Nigeria. Green, white, green. Yes, yes, yes. So I thought that was funny, and I fully agree with them. And some beautiful people here in Africa. So why do you need anything that don't look like you in your campaigns or anything else? So everybody's in an uproar about that. I don't have a problem with it. Do you? Do your thing. And for those of you that don't know, Nigeria, you know, it's a little corrupt. It's a lot corrupt. It's a lot corrupt. But then my people, River Delta region. Yes, yes, yes. I actually met a blood cousin from the Ijah tribe in the River Delta region. They can sit no more crude oil than Saudi Arabia. So if you didn't know that, you know, like I keep saying, learn something about this continent because it is. Let me see. It is the ground is rich here. It really is. And that's all. I'm not going to be on the come to Africa kick. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I have people, my relatives tell me they don't like Africans. Okay, you don't like yourself because your ass is an African, contrary to what you trying to be or what you know. Oh, I'm Indian. I'm Ijah. What he Ashkenazi Jew. I'm this. I'm that. No, you're African. At the end of the day, don't come up to me to my we the copper people because the copper people was Africans. Because if you don't know, before anything, we were master astrologists and boat people. We build boats and we sail these seas before any Christopher Columbus, before any Mayflower and whatever else them dang on ships were, Pentanina, Antibiotic, whatever the heck they was called, before any of them. And I trust that you can go and check any type of photo or drawing of the early. Now, I said this before, and I had some native person or whatever get up and tell me I was a racist. Well, you can KMA because I said what I said, and I'm not going to take it back because you too can look at the early black and white, and I mean the earliest of early portraits, drawings of natives. They were black. They were dark. Yeah, that's that. Okay. All righty. So anyway, y'all. Yeah, yeah, so after this video is up, if y'all want to see Baba, can y'all please put it? I gotta give Baba some etiquette training. I would love for him to be sitting here with me, giving his opinion on it. But he said there's always Wahala. And then he only did the video one time, and it had nothing to do with what was said. And well, there's somebody did have an issue with something that he said in the video, but it is what it is. He said he's gonna tell the truth, and that's that. And so sometimes you just can't be telling all the truth, Baba. So I just sat back here and was just like laughing. And so once this video is shut down, and you just not in the live chat, because for some reason when after this is over, I can't get back to live chat to see stuff on the live chat. But go to the comment section of this video after it's done and post it, and send a message and tell Baba if you want to. That's if y'all want to see Baba. Tell Baba you want to see him so that I can get him to come back on with me. He kind of pouting right now, and he'll be all right. And he's like, Amina, every time it's Wahala. I'm Wahala. You said I was Wahala, and you said I was lazy. He said I'm lazy and I'm Wahala, but yet here you are. I do not deny it. Okay. And for those of you that don't know, Wahala is trouble. Guilty. So yes. Yeah. So that's that. Please, please, please go to the comments and say, Baba, come back, or we want to see Baba. And then I will show him and maybe get him on maybe next week or something to talk about some modern day issues or something, whatever. Y'all help me out, because until, like I said before, this is not a travel channel, but there are still some interesting things to see here in the country. This is a channel following my journey of my exodus, my movement to Africa. This is not a travel channel. I am not a tourist. I'm trying to live my life here on the continent, and I'm just trying to hold on. The struggle is real. I had some heartbreaking news that one of the last people that I know, we got here about the same time. I don't see her in here. That she said she got her ticket and they going back to the United States. And I was like, no. But this is just one of the things that we go through, being from the United States, being African American, and being here in Africa. This visa game ain't no joke. It's real out here. And that first country that I was in, I just think they on the take. And you may act like you walk in the straight and narrow, but I don't trust you. I don't trust you and that Prime Minister Tony Blair, whatever his name is, from the UK. I don't trust you. When you're hanging out with people like that, I cannot trust you. And then you're not reprimanding your people that are working in the office. You are targeting these African American people that have come over here and give you their hard-earned Skrilla for a visa, to reject them or kick them out of the country and not offer up no refunds. So I can't really deal with stuff like that, because I have to go underground operative on your ass, and it's not a beautiful thing. I ain't got much money, but what I do have is a special set of skills. But no, you just don't do people like that. And so there are things. Oh, one more update as well. I believe, like in one of the videos, I didn't come on last week. Anyway, in my place, we got water issues. But I got to the root of the problem, and it's not really the area. It's the person in charge didn't do what they were supposed to do. So it's supposed to be my neighbors are complaining, probably because they always come knocking on my door at the wrong time, trying to get some water. I'm trying to work or sleep or whatever it is. I ain't dressed. I'm semi-retired. If I don't want to get dressed, I ain't getting dressed. So don't be coming knocking on my door. I don't have that kind of understanding. I understand you need some water, but miss me with it. I don't even get up before 10 o'clock because I'm working through the night. And when I do go back to sleep, I don't get up till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. It is what it is. Um, like there's no sense of, okay, I called your phone, you didn't answer. I don't think we have voicemail over here either. That's the thing. But anyway, they hang up, they just keep calling back. That pisses me off. And so they come, they knock, don't answer. Knock again, don't answer. They knock a little harder, don't answer. Duke, Duke, Duke. And I'm like, are you serious? By that time, I'm yelling and screaming. And so, man, I didn't answer the door. Quit knocking on my door. Like, don't do that. Don't. So every day, even after the time that I've been here, I'm still learning. I'm still being counseled on my bad attitude. I'm trying to do better. And yeah, so let me go back through some of these comments. If anything, that if you know you in the United States and you work with some African people, in the comments, tell me, do they act weird? Do they act funny? Do they, they act a certain kind of way? Because they usually don't believe that fat meat is greasy until they get there in the United States and they realize it don't make a difference if you say you African from the continent or African from the diaspora. Your ass is still an N word in the eye of a lot of people at the end of the day. So let me see here what we got. What we got? Silverback, back up off my pink because it's my thing. It's my thing. Oh, let me see. These are my shoes that I don't know if you remember back on that one video where I said my shoe broke. I'm still wearing them. Look, they dirty because we got dirt roads. But these are my pink glitteries. Yeah. And I just had to run to the store really quick. And nope, I ain't supposed to have my shoes on in the house, but there's the door right there, 3 steps to sit at my desk. And I don't know where my flip flops are because I usually exchange. And guess what? They pink too. You pink and gold. Yes, I like pink. Pinkity, pink, pink, pink. It's pinky. Almost made me spill my yak. Where my Friday fans at? Yes. Mm-hmm. Tanisha, probably. So that's here. Okay, a lot of Americans probably feel rich over there compared to the U.S. Tanisha, yes. This is one of the things that I try to tell people, and it's no hate. It's no no thing. When you come over here, and I just kind of had to learn because I know what I like to do. And there was a time where I could do it and be okay. If you've been following me from day one, if you've been following for a while, you notice when I moved, even after all the stuff that I gave away, I had to end up throwing away a 10 by 10 storage unit still full of stuff. And I had to throw it away because my thought process was after I give everything away that, family and friends wanted that I could get to them while I was still working, I still had a lot of stuff in that storage unit, saddles, stuff for my horses, head wraps, just all sorts of stuff like gadgets and hoo-hoos and zoom zooms and wham whams, just anything you could think of. I had it in this storage unit. So my thought process was, okay, let me put it in my pickup truck and take it over to Salvation Army. Well, even though the great country of Texas was not participating willingly, like they was doing their own thing, these things were closed up and they were not taking any donations. And so heartbroken as I was, because I done got the unit cleaned out. My pickup truck is full of stuff, the bed, the back seat, everything. And I literally just had to go to their dumpster and put all that stuff in the dumpster. So probably a lot of that stuff I could have used over here. It is what it is. So when you come over here and you replace things as best you can, because a lot of times the stuff comes from China and it is subpar. A lot of times it's used. Things are used, lots and lots of used stuff. It just is what it is. And they to them it's new. It just shows you our wastefulness because a lot of the stuff that comes over here that is used looks like it's pretty much brand new. They look, like you didn't wear your shoes today was crooked over. You didn't even wear them. You just maybe wore them once and then you put them in the give it to Goodwill pile. You bought them and you knew your big Barney Rubble feet didn't fit in them anyway, and you didn't take them back. You donated them. So this stuff is coming to Africa. Paul Kilgami said, United States and the UK, quit sending us your secondhand BS. We don't want it. But the other countries do. And they wear this stuff. They wear it with pride. If you see how many, I forgot what shirt my driver had on. Oh, it was some, it wasn't, was it Texas Roadhouse? I don't know. Like it could be your work uniforms. They'll wear it. Like they'll wear it like biggest crap. They don't have no shame. Men wear pink over here. They have on, y'all done somebody donate some pink Crocs. The men will wear them if it's their size. If your big old Barney Rubble feet fit in a size 12, and that's what a man size 10, he gonna put them pink Crocs on and wear them with pride. They don't have no issues and hang up over here. All they want to be is fed and clothed and carry on business as usual. Even the ones that get their outfits made, like I love the way our brothers dress over here. And it's not just the Muslim men; it's African tradition where they wear the longer tunics and the matching pants. And I seen a brother over here with hot pink, hotter than my scarf, and I was like, "Ooh, he is killing the game." And I need that fabric. Like, I need that fabric. It was so vibrant pink, and he was strutting like you couldn't tell him nothing. So, mm-mm. Okay, Tanisha, that's regarding the sexual education. And now I can't even imagine what they teaching the kids now with the he, she, it, them, whatever that's all about, because that's not gonna really fly over here either. Like they tried it, they tried to put a billboard up here in this town, in the center of town, and to know the geographics of Tamale is predominantly Muslim, and they brought that billboard to the ground and they set it on fire. Keep it moving. That's what they got to say about that. And there's also another interview with I think it's the Kenyan president, somebody from Kenya, some big up from Kenya, some things that he said about the LGXYZ community, whatever it is. And he said, no, we don't need to be like y'all. Yes, I'm like, speak on it, because they don't, because everything is not for everybody. You don't come over here saying, oh, well, this is how we do it. This is, we think that everybody in the world should be like this. No, 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 no. Mm-hmm. Daniel, I don't know if you're still in here. I had your thing up on the screen. What date was that? I'll find it. I'm scrolling. Let me see. Let's have the same divided we fall. Yeah. Because if we don't know, like, if you are fighting a battle and you don't know, somebody comes in your neighborhood, but you don't talk to your neighbors, you don't know who your neighbors are, so you can't really call for help to your neighbors. You might scream out and they might be, about that life and come out and try to help you. But the person like me, like, well, she don't even speak. I ain't going out there. She on her own. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing. What's about to go down is, I ain't even gonna get into that one. That's gonna be too much. That's gonna be over y'all head. But that's to my military people. That's all I can say is that y'all know the strategy and y'all know how it's fixing to go down. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yes, and so yes, Republic of Detroit. The Republic of Detroit. Okay, so my friend Daniel over here, and oh gosh, what is your friend name? They have been diligently working on getting that sovereignty. It's something, but he has the information. They're taking over the city of Detroit. They're taking it back from the government. And so it has been on the news and everything. And so, at first they had come out and saying they were scamming and they were this and they were that, but they doing their thing and it's coming together. So yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Where does find my niche? The white man good to them, generous with tips. Mm. I'm generous with tips. I'm a big tipper. And not that I'm trying to be like anybody, but I know that when people are working for tips, that's their livelihood. So anyway, and I once fell out with this old geezer that I was dating, and he made the comment when he left a little bitty tip that, oh, I'm not paying their, what did he say? What you call it? He said, I'm not paying their paycheck or something. Yes, you are dumb dumb. When you tip, that's that people money because most of them get paid $1 or $2 an hour, because they're expected to do good service and make tips, and that's their income. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Either yes, give, and I had one of my little youngins. She say, you know, you should give at least 20%, and I was like, girl, what? So I do. I give at least 20% when I was in the U.S. because over here they say don't tip. I still give a tip because this is just me. Anyway, mm, mm, mm. Full modern infrastructure. ASE certified. Thank you for sharing, Queen. Okay, Daniel, you going at it. Yes. Hey, Gordo. Send me your email. My messages are being filtered. Okay, let me put it. There's some kind of way. Okay, that's not it. How do you do that? I don't know. I was trying to send a private message. I don't know how to do it. For some reason, it's not coming up on my thing. I have to go on the other thing. Don't call me. Gordo, why should I have called you? What was I saying over there that I was rippity yapping? I be saying a lot. I be trying to get it all in. Ramzu. Yes. Ramzu. His gosh, I was trying to call him Zamru. Oh my gosh. I'm just old. Yes, you can. You can do it however you want to. Things are coming together, whether y'all want to be on board or not. And for those of you all that are religious, that are y'all Christians, they said the head is going to be the tail's going to be the head, blah, blah, blah. And, the whole 9 yards. So you can sit back and act like things don't exist if you want to. You're going to be steamrolled. Because me personally, making a list and checking it twice, because if I think you any type of nigger peeing, a buffoon or a sambo, my list is going to be big. You're going to be the first target. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, that's that. And if y'all want to discuss this some more in detail, we can discuss this, because I think people really need to be aware of just what's really going on in this world. And, I'm not saying that we will never be able to live in peace and harmony together, because we as Africans, we are very loving and forgiving people. That is why we don't sell the farm, we give the farm away. Our knowledge, we tell these outsiders, come on, let me show you how we did it. Let me show you exactly how we did it. And this is how we end up losing the shirts off our backs, because we're so free and giving and loving with our information. I can't think of the professor's name right now. He was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for his Gagud um, theory that Bill Clinton tried to get some of the Harvard Yale people to debunk, and they couldn't do it. But anyway, he solved an equation that Albert Einstein could not even solve. And with this, he placed the Black people are the closest thing to God. Take that how you want. On my journey to find myself, I read a lot of stuff, and I suggest you do the same thing as well. I'm just saying. And with that, don't forget, on your way out, what they say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Leave Fitzroy. I got to read what Fitzroy read, but leave a comment after the live ends. Leave a comment outside of the live chat, whether you want to see Baba, and then I will show him, because not for nothing, y'all, he gets really, really excited when he is talking to people from America. When he's talking to Black Americans in America, he gets so excited. And I'd be like, I don't know why they ain't worth a damn, but me included. And so I keep trying to tell him, Papa, I'm a bad person. You don't really like me. I'm a bad person. I mean, stop saying you're a bad person. I am. If I tell you, take it at face value. Now let's see what Fitzroy, he just wrote a book. Good morning. Good morning. To your house and raise any banners without your permission. Discipline must be administered. Yes, yes, that is absolutely true. So I don't know, Fitzroy, did the government okay that? Did somebody approve that? Or is this just some radical people trying to shove their belief system down somebody else's throats? Because if you don't have no type of common sense whatsoever, just know that a Muslim community anywhere in this world is not where you want to pull up with the ish. You know what I'm saying? Allahu Akbar. That has been said a many a time before mofos then did some damage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that that's what we represent, because we don't. We represent helping other people and doing everything, but we also have a strict belief system, because there's some things that in Islam, you'd be like, oh, well, they believe this, but guess what? We believe it, and you should believe it too, because it's in your Bible. And there's not too much of the difference between a Quran and a Bible. But I ain't gonna get on that one today. That's a conversation for another day. Y'all don't never, ever, ever leave me comments on my community tabs to tell me how y'all feeling about stuff. And there is a lot of stuff that we could talk about, and I could have, send you the link, and you can come up here on my live and shoot the Willy Bobos with me and tell me how you feel about certain things. I'm giving you my unsolicited opinion, but when I spit it out my mouth, you can pretty much take it to the bank, because I done researched it. What they say, I've researched it, and I just can't. I can't, And I don't know everything, because I'm missing Smart Money Chick. She know everything, and I admire her. Silverback, you got a winner. That's my girl. That was like second person I met when I joined the military. When I got out of boot camp. That's the second person I met. And when I saw her, I was like, shoot, this motherfucker right here is smart. I don't like dummies. I'm like, y'all act stupid if y'all want to. I don't like y'all. I don't like explaining myself over and over again. None of that stuff. She's smart. She's smart. That gal's smart. And she going places. Y'all can get left behind if you want to, because I'm be tagging along like, wait a minute, what'd you say? I know you think I wasn't listening, but I was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tanisha, I'm a bad person. I am the last of six. Sometimes I get sad, because I'm like, wow, I remember when my parents were this age. And I was a teenager. I'm like, ooh, we're there. I think all my friends had that, most of them had children, their grandparents, and shoot, some of them damn near great grandparents, because their kids are grown now. And I'm just like, ooh, that makes my stomach hurt. But anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, we, Gordo, G. Scott, we accept and embrace everything. If you don't understand what happened in Egypt, how Egypt came to look like it looks, and not for nothing, I have these conversations with my students. I have, these students from Egypt. I have some students from Brazil, and this. And so we just have to keep it real and say, well, how did you get to start looking like you look? Why do you look like you look? And you on this continent, when these original people over here in that Ethiopia, Sudan area, blue blackish. You know what I'm saying? Why do y'all look like y'all look? Like y'all ain't really one of us. And the people are, we're Moors, sister. We are, but do you know where Moors came from? Moors came from the Berbers and the Arabs. So is that what you are? Copper tribe. I'm just saying, don't come for me. Because I went there. I was looking for myself. And the guy said, sis, we Moors, we this. So I said, okay, let me come up here with the Moors, which is thank you, because y'all sent me on the path to Islam. Because I said, well, what they talking sound like the Islamic people. So like I said before, and I said again, everybody always wants the original. Mm. Slug like a mug. I'm just saying. Okay, so yes, you got a diamond. You got one of them. What's that? I almost said something bad. What they say that woman had in her crown? A 200 and something carat stolen diamond in that crown. You sure do. You sure. She ain't in the rough. She ain't in the rough at all. That girl is amazing and down to earth. See, it's people that are smart and they know they smart, and so they try to look down their nose at you because they think that you're not smart. And this girl is so down to earth. Oh, I love her to pieces. I'm gonna tell you the truth. How you doing? You coming in on the end? We winding it down. How do I put? I'm gonna make one more banner, and please, 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 please leave a comment after live and ask Papa to come back to my live video. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Ends. Yes, Papa. Add banner. Show. All righty. Yes. So don't forget, so I can show to him and he can smile like a little boy and be happy and come back. I just have to give him the ground rules. And don't y'all be asking him no off kilter questions because y'all already know the standing, where I stand, who I am, what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. So don't be asking him nothing crazy that he will have to tell y'all the truth and that will expose all my business. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, tell some people about, tell your people to tell some people to tell people about this crazy channel. I also have some other things going on because in the midst of my computer tripping out just for my work platform, it wasn't messing up on nothing else but Cambly. And so Cambly, I think, they on that BS. And so it's time to start looking for something else. Anybody know how to do a resume? Hit me up. I don't even know what's in. I got to go look and see what's in my about tab, or send me a message somewhere. There's Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever it is. Send me a message. I need a resume done because it's time. Plus, I'm fixing to try and see if what some of these other people on here talking about with these several different streams of income is real. As long as they don't ask me for no money up front, we good to go. This is shifting the atmosphere. I need some bigger cheddar. I need bigger cheddar because I got dreams and aspirations at this point. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And I got 2 more comments. Yes, you got to watch later because I got to go. Got to do some things. All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been real. I know that's a touchy subject, but it's got to be mentioned. And so, any input, you can come to any of my old videos and leave me a comment. I be trying to get y'all to really, really participate because there's always more people in here that's actually commenting. And so, I'm still on the goal for my girls and our sanitation things because school is just starting here. They go back, they start classes. Do they start today? Sunday is the first day of the week here. So I know my girl just went back to school today. She's been procrastinating all week. She's in a boarding school. And so they're starting here. I've done what I could for a few of the kids for going back to school. And I got to get this hygiene thing going. So that's why I don't need my computer to be acting up. And I don't really think it's my computer. I think it's just the people that I work for. And because it's funny that it doesn't happen through the week. It just happens on the weekend when I do most of my hours. So it's all good. No complaints. We ain't complaining. We're going to do like the Africans we are. We're going to keep smiling. I would say sit down and just remain calm and quiet. Okay. See that? Give me a nervous twitch. All right. Okay, y'all. See y'all later. Don't forget to leave that comment. All right. Ciao.